Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is a bit negative, so hopefully it will not make you feel sad or feel depressed at whatsoever after this video. But I'm trying my best to shed light and hopefully incorporate some tips on how we can get over with this very big news that's been trending all over the net for the past 24 hours. And I'm referring to the FTX. This is, I think, the second largest after Binance as a centralized exchange. And FTX has crashed around 78% within the 24 hours, as you've seen in this news from Decrypt. And you can also confirm that when you go to different crypto market sites, where you can see how the FTX had fallen sharply within the past few hours from the highest price of around 20, and then it fell down to the bottom of almost 3.12, and it had gone up a bit after new news has been revealed. So what had happened here was there was a hemorrhaging value crashing of around 78% within the past 24 hours. Roughly the value of FTT, which is the native token of FTX, came from $22 to 4.87, according to CoinGecko. And as we've checked, it even dive deeper. And last year, they said around September, the all-time high was 84. And can you imagine, from just a span of 1 year, from 84, it dipped down to almost 3.12 today. And same thing with the number one coin, the Bitcoin, which is the largest cryptocurrency by market cap, is not doing too well as well. It's down by 10% in the past day, hitting a nearly year low of 17,579. And again, this is based on CoinGecko. But focusing more on FTX, they're saying that the sliding of the FTT come from when Binance CEO CZ Zhao and the FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried confirmed Tuesday that Binance would acquire FTX as the latter faced a significant liquidity crunch. And I think this is also confirmed from the Twitter page of CZ from Binance, that indeed this is just 18 hours ago. This afternoon, apparently they said FTX asked for help, and there is a significant liquidity crunch because obviously everyone just want to get out and withdraw. And to protect the users, we signed a non-binding LOI intending to fully acquire FTX.com. And to help cover the liquidity crunch, we will be conducting a full DD in the coming days. So going back to the news, we will try to do in a way that minimizes the impact. Just before we continue, this is very important. They said that just days ago, CC shared a tweet that he was selling all of Binance holding of FTT worth at least 500 million. And you know, we know CC, he is the owner of Binance, and any tweet almost similar to Elon Musk, any tweet that he will have a large impact on what readers or users could think once they see it. And as you can see here, November 7, when he posted a tweet, and he said, as part of Binance exit from FTX equity last year, Binance received roughly 2.1 billion USD equivalent in cash, BUSD and FTT. Due to recent revelations that come to light, we have decided to liquidate any remaining FTT in our books. So they're saying that they're blaming him, that they orchestrated this plummeting. But again, we cannot judge by just this tweet. And actually, I'm not here. I'm not here to do a full dip analysis and pretend that I know what had transpired, because again, it's very hard to assume. But what is clear as of the time of recording is FTX is on the verge of collapse, and obviously Binance is there to help and rescue the exchange, so it won't become the next Luna coin where it dropped to zero and obviously everyone lose. And thankfully, as of this time, the price stabilizes at 4.32. But we don't know if there will be more selling at different exchanges, especially those who are shorting recently. And thankfully, I saw some news that some including Binance had reduced the leverage in terms of the futures trading to minimize the selling pressure on the token. So again, the reason for me doing this video is I want to give some pointers in terms for two kind of people that will be watching this video. First are those who are directly affected of this FTT crash. So meaning to say those who are owning FTT from the FTX exchange, and also for the rest of us who are non-FTT token holders but still being affected. So let's proceed with this. So I call it the lessons from this FTX crash. And as we know, this is not the first time that it had happened in the market. We've seen this very dramatically done and happened drastically with the Luna coin. So with FTX, I think first thing that comes to my mind is always be on the lookout. So what do I mean by this? If you have invested not only in crypto but even in stocks or any other investment, make sure to always check the news. And let's say if you don't need to literally check every second or every minute, but at least, like for example, in your app, you put a notification there that if the coin crashed by this much, it should notify you. That way you will have a chance to check immediately what's been happening in the market, because as we know, this thing happens really, really fast. It's like a suicide, like just what had happened to the Luna coin. So I strongly suggest to put a market change notification in whatever exchange that you are using, so you will be notified. Even me, I was shocked. Actually, it was not FTT that I first saw today, but I've seen like Solana crashing really hard and other tokens from the different NFT projects I have. And I'm wondering what's going on, because all I know is there's no news about war or external of crypto. So I was really wondering what had happened. And then that's the time that I realized that this is all because of this FTT crash. And again, FTX is second largest crypto exchange. So no one really thought that this will ever happen to FTX. Number two, again, just like any other investment, we need to realize that risks do happen. Even how stable it is, there will be a chance it's either they will be hacked or like this. There's a lot of things that we need to do with risk. So no business or investment is 100% risk free. So it's everywhere. Even me, I'm not 100% sure with Binance. I have a few tokens left in Binance, but I'm just holding on because they're number one on the spot. And I'm just hoping with their technology and management that they will survive whatever problems that will come out. But again, I'm not expecting that there's no risk involved in Binance. So in speaking of risk, there are some measures that you can use to counter to somehow minimize the risk. Like for example, you buy those hard wallets so that at least you will be free from the hacking risk, because it's always in your hard wallet. Number three is I know it's easier said than done, accepting the loss and moving on. I guess the main thing I wanna emphasize here is your protecting your mental health. Because I know it's really hard, especially if you had invested a lot, to just lost something like that. And I've suffered different scams. Not aside from scam, I suffered also. Actually, I haven't. I'm planning to make a video about that to give more details about what had happened. Like, I went to one exchange or wallet, and they have low liquidity, and I've lost all my tokens. I think that somehow happened to some of the same thing with the Luna, right? Like, they have a lot, and then suddenly it becomes zero. So in short, your money just becomes zero. So I can sympathize. I know how it feels to lose your investment. As I've said, I've lost a lot myself, and it's not always easy to accept the loss. But at the end of the day, I always think and try to protect my mind, because my mind will dictate how my body will feel, will go, and obviously your health overall will be impacted by this. So, because I always believe that money, you can recover it. It may take time, but you can recover it as long as you are okay, you are alive. So, if this will affect you mentally and physically, your health, then that would be bigger loss as compared to the money that you have. Again, guys, it's easier said than that, but just to give some relief and some sympathy to those who had affected by this FTX crash. I hope you find ways how to protect yourself mentally and physically. And then last but not the least, for those who are affected, check your other investment. Like, for example, have you bought any other tokens within the FTX? Check with the FTX, what's their plan? Is there a transition from the existing tokens to another, or is it only just FTX that they need to worry about? Are they safe with their other tokens within the exchange, or do they need to cash out as well? So those are the things that you need to check straight away now that you know what had happened. Okay, now let's proceed to those who are not directly affected or not direct owners of the FTX. Somehow we are also affected. Why? Because as you can see, if we go back to the coin market Gecko, there are other almost all of the tokens are also down, including Bitcoin, and some of the notable ones are Solana, very huge at 37.1% down within the past 24 hours. That's massive. So speaking of Solana, we know that this is being used in a lot of our NFT projects, including StepN. So how do you, for non-affected investors, first thing that comes to my mind is there a buy or sell opportunity? Sell opportunity is for those who are doing the short or futures trading. I'm not encouraging anyone to do the short or futures trading because it's also risky, but in times like this, there could be a lot of earning opportunity when you short some tokens, because it's very, very red in the market at the moment. But then again, I'm not encouraging you. I'm just telling there's an opportunity out there, and it's very, very risky. Your capital might be liquidated. So I don't do futures anymore. I used to do it, but I've lost a lot, so I've stopped. On the other side, if you're a long-term investor, I think there's also a buy opportunity for those tokens that you still believe that they will recover in the future. Like, for example, Solana. As we know, Solana has been being used by different projects, NFT and some others. And we know that they're continuing to build more projects. So for me, I believe Solana will recover in the future. So if I have an extra fund, I will top up more as Solana keeps going down. But again, just don't buy all the way now. Have a look on the next few weeks and days and months. You can top up as Solana goes down. So again, guys, these are not all financial advice. Please just be a guidance. These are all just my own opinions, and I cannot say that they're all 100% reliable. I hope just take all of them as a information only. Next, for us who are not affected, I guess use this downtime to study your portfolio and revisit your other investment strategies. Particularly, let's say, for example, step up. As we know, FitFree is also very down at the moment. I guess if you're planning to buy shoes in the future, this is the best time for you to accumulate the FitFree because it's very low. Same with Solana. If you're trying to buy any NFT project or item in the near future, I guess this is now the time to buy because again, they're very low. And also, what are the other strategies? Is this the perfect time to sell? Of course, no, because most of the tokens are on the low side. So I guess this is more on the buy side for those who are investing for the long term. And last but not the least, don't lose heart if other crypto are down, because again, it's not just FTT, but Bitcoin itself is down at the moment. Ethereum is also down. So don't lose heart. As long as you're not selling, you're not losing your coin. Even if it's already 0.001, there's still value in it. And again, if you still believe that your project has value, then I guess it's okay to hold on to them. And don't blame yourself if all the crypto you're holding is down at the moment. I know how it feels. And again, this is the reason why I'm doing this video, to share the sentiment and tell you that I'm also feeling the same. So now, guys, please let me know, how do you think, how are you coping so far in terms of this market crash, and especially with this specific FTX collapse that's been happening. I just wish them well. Hopefully they recover, because I know they're huge. I remember using them in the past during the early days of StepN, because I cannot withdraw Solana from Binance, and they always suspend the withdrawal over there. And I remember using creating a video in the past recommending FTX as a way to transfer Solana to the StepN app. So I find them really, really good in the past. And what I did today is I just checked just in case I still have tokens left there, so I know what to do. Thankfully, I don't have anything left there, so I'm pretty safe. But again, for those who are affected, I hope this video somehow shed light to you and will help you in your next move in terms of how to deal with this crisis. And yes, thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you find values to my videos, please don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and also please share. Until next time, guys, let's go and trade.